Hi, this is Savannah Arvoy, and I am going to be discussing the topic of my paper, which was the organization that I came up with called the Road to Recovery, which is a cross between a private practice for therapy sessions as well as an in-home healthcare center that will be staffed with volunteers as well as paid staff members and even interns from the local colleges out here in Waterford, Michigan. And our main focus is helping people with mental illnesses due to suffering brain injuries in car accidents become more independent and lead healthier and happier lives, especially when they are currently living at home, because a lot of them want to stay living at home and might not have family members there to help them be more independent and do the things that they need to do in order to survive. So we just offer that companionship as well. The members in my organization are going to be people that were affected by mental illnesses that were caused by traumatic brain injuries that happened in car accidents, whether it be the member's fault or another person's fault. And we will be caring for people of any age. And our primary goal will be to work in their homes to help them become as independent as possible. And this includes spending time with them, doing the things that they enjoy, such as any hobbies that they are involved in, such as maybe doing puzzles or painting or anything like that. And also helping them become more independent by helping them with daily tasks, such as bathing, brushing their teeth, possibly making meals, and doing laundry and things like that, especially if they have physical disabilities, which is often caused by car accidents as well. They aren't all just brain injuries. People can also be injured physically, which can also impact their daily functioning too. The research strategy that I chose to help me create my organization is appreciative inquiry, and I hope to use this throughout my organization, the Road to Recovery, because it seems like it is a very positive approach as opposed to the others, in that it focuses more on the solution and how to kind of create it and form it from the standpoint of what your organization is based on. So like mine was based off of in-home healthcare and more of the therapy aspect of mental health care as well. So I would rather in sessions for therapy with clients work on helping them find a solution to the problem as opposed to finding out all of the problems that they are currently having in their lives, because I believe that focusing on the very negative aspects can also incite more negative things to happen. And I just think that being very positive and staying focused on the topic and the solution that it can be created at hand is going to create an environment that will necessitate the change that we need in this organization for the population that we are trying to help. This Venn diagram that I included into my paper is actually how the flow works in my organization. The first one is, of course, the Road to Recovery, which is the name of my organization. And then the circle next to it is going to be the population that we work with, so like where we get them from, and that would be like rehabilitation centers or even hospitals or other places where these people were being taken care of after car accidents. And of course, our population is those suffering from brain injuries or suffering from mental illnesses that were caused by brain injuries that the patients incurred while they suffered injuries in a car accident, like if they were injured. And yeah, it just kind of shows who we work with, where those people come from, and then of course my organization. And I just kind of wanted to show that as a way to illustrate the main points of my organization and what we do there, or what we're planning on doing there. When I was going to school for psychology for my bachelor's degree, I did an internship program through my school to get credit for college at a place called Helping Hands, which was kind of a cross between an adult day center and an in-home healthcare facility where we would help those that are disabled live more independently. And that was kind of what I decided to base my organization off of, as well as the therapy offices that I have frequented in my life as well. And just because I had that experience, I wanted to include an internship opportunity in mine where there was a stipend of $5,000. Mine was a stipend, I think, of $3,000, just to help with living expenses for those that are currently going to school and working in my organization to get credit. I think it is a great opportunity because not only are they learning how to have an in-home healthcare-based job, but also how to deal with patients and give them what they need to the best of their abilities. And I just think it is a great idea to use students for this, especially students in the human services fields such as psychology, just because it really helped me figure out the path that I wanted to go into, which is marriage and family therapy. And I'm hoping to be able to do that for other young students that are about to graduate or possibly on their way to starting a graduate degree as well. And also a lot that has motivated me to create this organization came from my own personal experiences in my life and knowing people throughout it, such as family members and friends that have also dealt with mental illnesses. Even those that may have not been caused by car accidents, there have been a few, or at least one that I know of that has been, and that was somebody close to me and my family. It was my stepmom that was injured in a car accident, and she suffered hearing loss and other things such as that, and possibly also depression and other side effects. And I myself have also suffered with mental illness such as OCD, and I have seen a therapist for that. And I just found that the process of going to therapy really helped me, and that I would like to pass that on to other people and show them that you don't necessarily have to have something wrong with you to seek out therapy or to find a therapist. And also that a lot of insurance companies will also help pay for the cost of therapy to where you may only have to pay something such as a copay. So that private practice would be located in our main building. And we would have psychologists and counselors and people with social work degrees, MSWs working in our building to assist with conducting therapy sessions in group settings or family counseling and marriage counseling as well, just whatever the person is currently having issues with. And we will also offer individual counseling, of course. In my organization, I'm also hoping to have a therapy center in the main building where people can go to get help, whether it be with family counseling or couples counseling, or if they just feel like they need to see a counselor individually, we will offer that as well. And we will have licensed therapists and counselors and psychologists that are willing to help them whenever they feel the need to have a session. And we will also work with insurance companies whenever that is deemed necessary. The person that I chose to interview for the key informant interview process is my friend from high school named Erica Marciniak, who is currently an in-home healthcare worker at Taylor Life Center in Flint, Michigan. I interviewed her and asked her a number of questions kind of about the daily life of an in-home healthcare worker, and some of the questions were, what is the most rewarding part of your job? And her answer was not really surprising, but it was a very good answer. She stated that she really enjoys spending time with the people, and she enjoys knowing that she's a part of a team that helps keep them safe and happy and healthy. And she also stated that one of the main problems in her location is understaffing, because a lot of people have quit, especially because they are in a lot of contact with people right now due to COVID. And this just makes her job very difficult, because it stretches her work very thin to where she has a lot of patients to take care of at one point in time. And she also kind of stated that the redirecting process for when clients kind of act out of line because they aren't getting what they want isn't always very helpful, and they can't really do anything else because they always have to treat the patients with the utmost respect and dignity, and that just can be kind of difficult for her, because it can be a lot of physical pain that she has to take on, which you don't really think is a part of that kind of a job, but a lot of times it is, especially with people dealing with mental illnesses. Because this organization is going to be classified as a nonprofit, we are going to conduct fundraisers and hopefully get the majority of our funding from donations and grants that we get from other organizations that are in line with what we believe in, like the United Way.